Do you suffer from SBS, Saggy Bum Syndrome? Yeah, it's a thing. We tend to get really, really loose in this area, and it is so frustrating, especially once you hit your 40s and just things slow down. So I'm going to show you a little bit of a trick here to help learn to engage your bum correctly. I want you to start lying on your back. Make sure that you're in a beautiful neutral. So you've got pressure going through your sacrum area, your rib cage, and the back of your head. I want you to relax those arms completely. Now, tip number one is to make sure your pelvis is in the correct position whilst using your bum muscles. So what I'd like you to do is just lift your hips up off the floor like that. Now, when you're doing this, make sure there's equal weight through your feet and your shoulders. You're not putting weight through your neck. You're using your bum to lift your hips up. Now, I get so frustrated when I see this in people tending to drop their hips like that, and then they squeeze and release with their bum dropping down. Now, the first thing that happens there is, number one, your bum isn't working. Number two, your back is taking so much strain. So all the muscles in those lower backs are shortened and really taking strain there. So I want you to learn to tuck your tailbone under. So from here, if I was sagging like that, when you tuck, you notice my fingertips are going up towards the sky. So as soon as you tuck your bum under, getting your pubic bone to sort of tap you on the forehead. So imagine the pubic bone tapping you here, getting those hips nice and high, and you should immediately feel this part of your bum absolutely engaging for me, okay? So just try drop down and then lifting up, but making sure you have tucked, okay? Hold that tuck position, and then from here, you squeeze and release, and squeeze and release. For you can do about, I love to work up to 20, but start with 10 to 15 squeezes, making sure that your pubic bone is at the highest point. It is so important. Once you've done your 10 to 20, bring your feet and knees together, or 10 to 15 rather. You're going to then squeeze and release those glutes. But again, the most important rule here is tucking under. Pubic bone, tapping you on the forehead. Once you've done your 10 to 15 of these, I'd like you to go back to hip distance apart, and every time you squeeze your bum, squeeze your knees together, and then squeeze and squeeze. But most importantly, pubic bone is at the highest point. As soon as you drop, guys, your lower back is going to take over and your bum is going to go floppy. So no ball, floppy bum, okay? You're going to make sure you're tucking, lifting from your glute max. Good luck.